I'm Jonathan Davis from Korn. The title issues came from, we were sitting down, me and the rest of the band, and we're trying to think of a name of the album. I was having a hard time, and Fieldy came in, and he said he was laying up in bed at night thinking of things, and he had this title he wondered if I'd like, and he came up and he said it was Issues, because it was all about the issues I had during on the road, and I loved the title, and so we used it. The concept of the album was this: it was simple. It was what I talk about. I take you through the story of as soon as Follow Leader came out, all of a sudden fame and my drug and alcohol abuse, and I totally became just fucked up schizophrenic because I was having a panic attack so bad. I had a really bad panic attack syndrome. I totally cracked and went crazy, and this is the whole story of it. All the things that went on, me having total schizophrenic thoughts, me wanting to kill myself and girls and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, the whole album's about that. It's definitely progression, but I still think we kept our elements of what we were all about in the previous 3 albums. It just was time to move on because there were so many copy bands out there coming out. A lot of people our sound got diluted and it wasn't the same, so we decided to try a different approach. But I still think it's the same. Influences. Honestly, man, we didn't really get influenced by anything. We just went with it. We just experimented a lot, just trying different sounds. The only thing we did different is most of the music was written when I wasn't even there. I'd come in and then I just put my vocals to it, and it was just cut together in the studio. We did it a little bit different this time. But other than that, there wasn't any certain bands or anything we were trying to pull influences from. This is a different record. I've done all the screaming and yelling and crying that I wanted to, and this is a different approach. I can sing now. This is stuff I've always wanted to do, and I just was experimenting with stuff with my voice, and it just came out really good. I think my voice has evolved, and I think that the first album's the scream was more raw and in your face because it was done differently, different studio with different producers. Not saying it was bad or nothing, but it was a different kind of thing. I think the clarity in my voice now is a lot better, the way it was mixed and the production in it and everything. But consciously, I don't think I've tried to change. I mean, I'm different from the first album because that's when I was 23 years old. Now I'm 28, so it's all different. No, I don't think of us changing our style would affect us. We had such dedicated fans. If you just stay true to what you're about and what your sound is, you don't have a problem. If you totally go left field, we start playing blues or something like that, I think kids would be concerned, but I don't think it affects us. We just just went left when we should have went right or whatever. Yeah, I think that'll happen. It usually happens with every style of music. Bands like to borrow, but that's just it. You can't really do anything original anymore anyway, so I think that's why we keep changing ourselves and doing different stuff, is to try to always stay ahead of those people. Brendan had a real big impact on us in the fact that he really pushed us to work, and he made us work at a quick pace. We really respected him musically because he's a musician. He's a great guitar player. He can play everything. The guy is incredible. I think he brought a lot out of us just by the fact that we felt comfortable and could work at a quick pace and had that person, that sixth ear going, that's good. When we were sitting there, I don't know if that's good. Is that good? And he'd say, yeah, that's good. So it was that kind of vibe. My favorite tracks are like all of them, I swear to God, on the album. The whole album's supposed to be heard in its entirety as a concept. But I have to pick. My favorite's probably Dirty, Trash, Make Me Bad. I don't know. Hey Daddy. I love all those. I mean, I'll just name them all off. But my favorite track on the album is Dirty.
These little girls, they make me feel so goddamn exhilarated.
I like young girls. On the road, I can partake of young girls all the time. No, I'm not married no more, so They do. They make me feel exhilarated. If I hook up, basically sex right now for me is my only drug in life, because I'm sober now and I'm not going out killing myself drinking. So, and that song's about how I related and I threw my old self away and just succumbed to the temptations of the road and everything else. It gives me a rush. Like anybody that has sex, when you're with somebody the first time, it's an intense thing that happens and it's a rush. It's kind of a high for me. So that's where I get that line from. I think there's a hip-hop influence on this album a little bit with the samples and stuff like that, but it's not as predominant. It seemed like hip-hop became so commercialized, and I think we stepped away from it a little bit this time because we're kind of burnt out on it. But there's still bands out there that are my favorites. It's like Outkast is a perfect example. I love that band. They got pretty huge. They didn't lose their style. They don't sell into like the commercialized hip-hop where it's everything else going on, the same beat, all that same shit going on right now. You know what I mean? I think we consciously steered away from it a little bit, but we still have the influence. We still all listen to it. I feel like a fucking whore to like record companies that pit me out because you know how it is with the way that we're used and marketed and how they all make all the money off of us and we don't make shit. The only way we make money is to go out on tour and sell our merchandise and do shit like that. And basically, when we write this music to turn in, they get all the money. So I mean, I feel like that. I also felt like a slut because I'd go out and I'd succumb to fucking girls, and then I'd say, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. It's the only way I can escape is to have sex. So it's all kinds of different issues I'm battling in that song. It's my proudest. It's like a child to me. I worked really, really hard on this one. Everybody in the band worked really hard. And we were really proud of it. Tour plans. February 15th we start rehearsing. I think the 20th this tour kicks off in Florida. We're doing a 9-week or 8-week US tour, coming home for a couple days, then going to Europe for a month, and then we're going to do another summer tour. And then head probably back over to Australia and Japan and then start another album. I love it. It's only I get all my aggressions out. It's what I'm used to. I've been on the road 5 years of my life. It's like I'm a fucking glorified gypsy. When I'm home, I don't feel like I'm home. I feel like I'm somewhere else. It's hard to get adjusted because I'm used to being stimulated every day by waking up somewhere new, meeting new people, and playing our music and me getting all my aggressions out every night. So for me, I love it. It's my way of life. I really do enjoy it. On this one, we're gonna do we're gonna have this big elaborate stage setup. It's gonna be crazy, and we're doing a kind of a chorale. I'm gonna be on an island, and we're gonna sell these I don't know, what do you call it? Moat seats. So the fans are actually gonna be inside the stage with us. We'll be playing and they'll be right there. I'll be in an island, so I'll have kids totally all the way around me, and we're gonna have all this crazy shit going on. We're probably gonna play 5 songs from each album. We always do that. We always keep it all equal. We don't forget our old shit. We still love that shit too. So we'll play equal amounts from every album. Our shows are Korn's greatest hits. It's really cool. What we're doing, this tour is on the internet, on our website. Kids are gonna be able to vote for what they want to hear. So we're gonna take a poll. Actually, our set's gonna be written out by our fans. We're gonna take a poll of what songs want to be heard the most, and then compile them and then make the set out of that. So the fans get to pick this time too.